Hello, hello. Welcome back to Embrace Your Truth podcast with your host, Kanija Grant. And as you guys can tell by the title, I have a very special guest with me. You can go ahead and introduce yourself.
How y'all doing? My name is Layla. Y'all can follow me on Instagram, Laydams, LAI.DAMS.
Yes, follow this black queen, locked queen. Yes. Let me not say queen. This black. Yeah, we're going to say queen. Black excellence. But okay, so how's life? We're just going to start off a little. How's life for you? How are things going?
I'm doing well.
Good.
In school right now, doing my summer classes, working, just kind
Period.
of, in this new section of life.
Okay. Okay.
How
So
are you doing?
I'm doing good. Honestly, the same as you, really just like getting in the flow of this new portion of life, like this new area of life that I'm entering. It's like been a
Hmm.
huge transition, especially spiritually. So just kind of
Right.
like, getting with the flow of everything because a lot has been going on behind the scenes. So yeah. It's been pretty cool though. Cool. Okay, so first question for you today. What is self improvement to you, and how do you go about improving who you are?
Um, Self-improvement to me is doing your best every day. Even if, say yesterday you thought you was giving like 200% and you can just give maybe like 20 today. That's okay. As
Hmm.
long as you give something, like that's why I tell myself, like as long as you give something nice, as long as you try.
Right.
Um, there's this quote. I'm watching this podcast right now from
Okay.
Returner. She used to be called what's her name? Plant Based Princess on
Okay.
YouTube and stuff, but she changed her name Returner. And one of her quotes that she likes to say is, "I'm a worthy being just by being."
Mm.
You
Snap.
don't gotta do too much. You don't gotta do too much. You just need to exist and try.
Facts. No, that's real. I actually had met a girl at work today, and like, she's one of my coworkers, but like today was my actual first day talking to her, and she's like
Hmm.
extremely, extremely spiritual, and she has like a beautiful aura, and I was like, oh my goodness, like, so I started talking to her, and like, she kind of said the same thing as like what you're saying, like, we're just existing, we're just. I don't know. It just warms my heart when I meet other, spiritual people, other people who, understand that we are just beings on this earth, and that sometimes
Hmm.
we don't have to do too much all the time. So that yeah, alignment, everything coming full circle. I love that. But
Yes.
okay, period. All right, so listeners, Layla is, well, you want to call you Lay or Layla?
It's up to you. It's up to
I
you.
gotta say Layla. Okay, so Layla is vegan, and I gotta insert this in here. She put me on to like hella vegan spots at the beginning of my journey, and honestly, like I was literally almost on the verge of tears because first of all, I was PMSing, but second of all, it was so freaking sweet. I don't know, I'm just not used to people, just taking time out their day to like do stuff like that. So yeah, y'all, she put me on to hella restaurants, like forever grateful. I would not know about half this place if it wasn't for her. So speaking of that, speaking of that, with you being vegan, how long have you been vegan, and how is the lifestyle for you?
I started my journey because I didn't automatically go vegan. It was
Okay.
kind of a process for me. So I
Okay.
started um, back in 2021. I just started in college. I was at dining hall eating regularly.
Mhm.
That freshman 15 was 15ing.
Okay.
And I was just sitting down one day eating something. I think I had chicken on my plate.
Mhm.
And I was just like, whoa, this is dead meat. Like this is flesh. This is an animal. It was just a very odd awareness that kicked in. I was like, whoa, I don't think I
Right.
can do this. So I stopped eating meat and I just went pescatarian. And I was doing that, eating just seafood, fish for maybe a year or so. And
Okay.
then in 2022, around that same time, like August, I stopped eating fish. I was like, the same thing. Oh, this is dead fish. Maybe I shouldn't be eating this.
Mm.
Stop eating fish. I was trying to get more towards a plant based lifestyle, but I
Mhm.
was still eating cheese. Like, I was still eating the mac and cheese, all that stuff. I just couldn't let it go.
Mhm.
But then I I'm a nutrition major, so I do a lot of research,
Yeah.
and I had came across some stuff saying how the dairy industry here, how they pump the cheeses and they pump the milks and they pump all those products up with many additives, and that's why so
Mm.
many people just can't get rid of it. That's why they just love cheese. Let me get extra sour cream, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I don't know about that right there.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, that's. I think I had went to Thanksgiving up with my family, and you know
Mm-hmm.
that's a prime time for all those mac and cheese stuff and all that stuff. And I was like, this
Yes.
gonna be my last time eating this. I'm gonna go out on a ball. I had like 3 plates of mac and cheese that day, and then after that, I was like, we're done. We're done.
You had to end it off with a bang.
I had to go off on a good note for real.
Okay.
So that was that. And I think I'm enjoying it. You know, I don't see myself going back, especially the differences that I'm feeling from
Mm.
versus when I was eating, not even just meat, but dairy.
Yeah.
How was like the dairy bloat was real. The mood swings, and the puffiness, all that stuff. It was really real.
Yeah.
So I was like, maybe I need to stick with this, and that's what I've been doing. And I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it.
I love that. I love that. No, that's really real. Um, for me, I think my biggest issue before our transition was that I wasn't realizing that the food I was eating was the cause of, the issues I had going on. I was
Hmm.
thinking, oh, it's just my body. Like, I'm just an unhealthy person. Until, I made the transition and I'm like, oh my goodness, things have kind of, just did a whole turnaround where I'm like, I'm not having those issues anymore. So it really opened my mind up like, oh, wow, it really was the
Hmm.
food. And like you said, you did your research and they're like pumping stuff in the dairy. No reason, no wonder why I was at Chipotle getting extra sour cream.
For real.
That's crazy. That's scary. I don't like
It
that.
really is. Like
Oh my god.
things like that made me get on these documentaries, made me watch these movies, read these books. I'm like, the food here, they really got y'all fooled. This healthcare or no, this American diet and the healthcare system is so connected.
Yeah.
It's not even funny, and people don't really realize that.
Guys, listeners, please wake up. And of course, I'm not trying to get you to do nothing you don't want to do, but just think about it.
Just do
For
your
your well being.
research.
Yeah, exactly.
Do your
Yes.
research.
Okay, so like you mentioned, you are a nutrition major. So if you want to
Yes.
go into more about, what inspired you to, jump into that field, you know.
Okay. So, I mean, going to school felt very forced. Like when I
Mm,
graduated high school, when I was about to graduate, everybody's like, so where are you going to college? Where are you going to college? Are you going to go to college?
mm,
In my head, I'm like, well, what else was I going to do? I didn't really have I didn't know what I wanted to do. I had
yeah.
no idea. So I was like, I might as well. I don't want to go, but I might as well. Um, I applied as a psych major, and then I
Okay.
changed my major like a semester in. And then I went to social work. So I was like, yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to help people. And I was
Right.
just sure like my little big girl job was going to
Hmm.
be in the social work field.
I could see that, honestly. I could see that. I can really.
I was just like, yeah, this is what I'm going to do. I mean, this is going to be great. But I got into the program, and then we were about to start, like around this time last year, I was signing up for my classes, and I was like, this doesn't even sound fun. Like, I'm in
Mm,
therapy, and my therapist was like, you're going to be reading papers all the time. You're going to be reading books. You're going to be writing long essays. And I was
mm,
like, it didn't feel right.
yeah.
So at this point, I'm just like, wow, do I need to drop out? Like, it got to a point I was like, I feel like I might be wasting my time.
Hmm.
But the semester before that, I had took a class called Culinary Medicine and Wellness.
Okay.
And that class, it was just an elective. I didn't really expect much out of it. I just needed an easy class.
Right.
And I took it. But that class was just so eye opening. I was like, whoa, there's people teaching the stuff that I'm on. Because I already had interest in nutrition and wellness and holistic stuff. So I
Okay.
was like, this could be my big girl job.
Right. Right.
So I changed my major, And it was ever since then, I'm enjoying it because it's like what I'm learning, I know is going to benefit my
Yes.
future.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm that friend that if you have a problem, I'm gonna give you a herbal remedy. If you drinking
Period.
Gator, I'm gonna tell you to put it down because it got red 40 in it, and that's leading to some other
Ooh.
issues. Get some coconut water instead. Like
Yes.
I'm that person. So
People,
I
like,
just felt
honestly,
like
yeah, folks need people like you in their lives.
because
Literally. Like,
these things can be like they don't even you just think you're drinking something that's good for you, you think you're doing what's best, and
mhm,
really these people have you fooled. That front label just makes it seem nice, but what's on the back is what you really need to be looking at, and most people
mhm.
don't.
Real.
So I'm
Oh,
that friend. So that's what I do from. um but I was like, I really could, like, if I'm helping out my friends, I know I could reach a lot more people.
yeah.
And I'm like, I feel like if I have the school experience and I'm learning the why behind
Hmm.
what I'm saying,
Yeah.
it would be a lot more beneficial to help my people out.
Facts. No, I get that. So, okay, so do you see yourself like, maybe one day, like starting your own company or like, I don't even know, like your own line in regards to like nutrition, like doing something, branching off, making a brand for yourself with it all?
hmm
Okay.
So my plans are, because I love to cook. That's one thing being vegan has like made me do. You got to get creative because you can't
Hmm.
just be eating craziness and bird food all day.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
So I had to get creative. I like to cook. I've always liked to cook, and I was like, well, I think what I want to do, I want to have my own vegan restaurant and then have something
Ooh.
on the side, like a nutrition center, so people
Okay.
can learn what they're doing, like what they're eating, the ingredients I have in my restaurant. This is why you should be eating it. Here's what's good about it.
Yeah.
Your own little classes or wellness days. I'm not sure. I'm not too sure about all that yet, but
Okay. I love the vision. Hey, sign me up.
yes.
I love that. I love that. Oh my god. Because
Thank
like
you.
honestly, yeah, like you're the only person like that I'm connected with that is this health conscious. Like I've never really talked to anybody else about it, so it's very like I'm very like intrigued. So like if I'm like oh,
Mm.
it's because I'm like legit intrigued. Like I don't talk about this to other people. So okay, okay. I have something else to say. Dang, I lost it. Anyway, all right. So um, next question. So pretty sure you've heard like the phrase or like when people say, eating right and having that balance for waist loss is key, and it's not really about well, and exercising is just a plus. Like, how do you feel about that? Like, is it really just what you eat, or does exercise to you really matter as well?
I would say a good ratio. I think that 80% of what you eat
Okay.
is what contributes to it. And then that 20, I don't think it's just limited to exercise, but I feel like it's other factors like getting enough sleep,
Mm.
hydration, not being stressed out all the time. Those, and then physical activity, but not even
Okay.
just working out. Things like going on walks, dancing, doing yoga. You don't have
Mm.
to be in the gym, in the
Mm-hmm.
gym, in the gym.
Yeah.
Um, But it's really like if you fuel a car, so you got a BMW or something,
Mm.
you're not gonna go and put the lowest grade car or lowest grade gas in it and expect it to run on 10. Versus
Right.
if you go and get your car filled up with that premium, more expensive gas,
Mm-hmm.
your car gonna be running straight.
Facts.
If you put all types of BS and whatever in your body and
Mm-hmm.
try to go to the gym or try to run around and oh, I'm out of breath, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. Maybe if you implemented certain lifestyle changes or just more plant based habits into your body, you could get these things done a lot more efficiently.
And that's hey, y'all heard it first here, folks. I think that's a really great way to put it, honestly. Yeah, really great way to put it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, honestly, to me, definitely it's about what you eat 100%. Like I feel that way. Um I don't know, like I've just always struggled with trying to find my balance in regards to what I like to do physically. Like I'm like, oh my god, do I like the gym or do I like Zumba or Pilates? Like what? I'm still trying to find my physical. Like
Right.
I love to walk. Like walking, I can walk all day. But besides walking, I've been trying to like find my physical activity that I really love. Um, I do my walking in place at home, or like I'll go to a park, walk somewhere. Um, I'm trying to get into dancing. So yeah.
Mm.
I'm trying to find my physical outside of what I'm eating, and also trying to get better with what I'm eating as well. Because I kind of like honestly, I'm getting to a point now where like I don't have to eat, and that's not healthy. Like that's not good.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, and I'm just like, Kanisha, what's going on here? Like,
yeah.
like I'm
I
like,
mean,
I
eating is
myself.
like eating. I will say, I feel like eating 3 meals a day. I don't think we need to be eating that much.
Okay,
Maybe twice, like 2 big meals, 1 big meal, and some snacks around is
okay.
good. But I'll say I'm not even active like that. So eating is very, very, very important. Eating the right foods, because especially if you're not
Yeah.
moving around a lot and you just eat, because you can still be vegan and eat crazy.
Hmm.
These things are marketed as vegan. Oreos are vegan. Like,
Really?
yeah.
Oreos.
Like, so many things are labeled as vegan and they just eat it and they think, oh yeah, it's better because it's vegan or there's no animal products. But
Hmm.
those things are still processed. They still got the saturated
Yeah.
fats and all the preservatives and stuff.
Hmm. Especially Oreos.
Yeah.
I would have never thought. What in the world? That's wild. That's wild. You know those
Like,
Biscoff cookies?
those are vegan too. The
Okay, how
little
do you feel
airplane
about those?
cookies.
Yeah, how do you feel about those? Because I didn't know
Um,
they were vegan, so I tried. I'm like, okay, they're really good, but I don't want to get addicted,
I
just because
mean,
it's vegan.
I was eating those things since before I was vegan, and I didn't
Hmm.
know that they were vegan until I
Hmm.
saw like an article. It's like, oh, they're those famous airplane cookies. They're actually
Okay, airplane.
animal free.
Oh,
So
like,
I was like, oh, okay. But at this point, I mean, I'll eat them from every now and again, but I feel like moderation.
okay,
Even if you want to eat some Oreos every now and again, okay, in moderation.
right.
I wouldn't do it personally, but hey, in moderation is the most important thing, in my
Facts.
opinion.
I agree. I agree. Okay, so I have to ask about those cookies because I'm like, my mom was eating them and I was like, they're vegan? I was like, oh. She's like, oh, I didn't know that. Like, I didn't. They're anyway. Anyway. So, how's your summer been? Let's jump into, the next little topic. How's your summer been? I've been seeing you on your story living it up. I'm like, I love that for you. So how's your summer, your summer or whatever it is? What's
Oh man. Well, I'm freshly 21, so I've
hey,
been outside. I've been at the little clubs, little nightlife scene, having a good time.
as you should.
It's been different, like meeting people, because I feel like I stayed inside my bubble. Like I was one of those people that couldn't wait to turn 21 because there were so many
Mm.
events that I want to go to and be like, you can't go if you go over a certain time, you can't go because you're not
Oh
21.
yeah.
Blah blah blah.
Hmm.
And I had a lot of friends that were already 21, so they'd be looking at me, oh, the baby of the group, blah blah blah.
Oh Lord.
So when I went out, when I started going out after I could like go out and be 21,
Hmm.
I just feel like I've opened, like I've met so many different people, little
I
opportunities, little
love that.
side quests.
Hmm.
It's been fun. Um, my hot girl summer did get a bit interrupted, so things aren't going as planned.
Oh Lord.
But we still are having fun. I'm still having a good time.
Okay, that's good. That's good. And what's so crazy is that I had no idea that you were younger than me. Like, I don't know why I thought you were like 23, 24.
Mm,
So I was like, oh my God. You just had your energy. You're just you have a mature energy. I
thank you.
Yeah, I love that. But I was like, all right, I was actually shocked. But I love that you're outside as you should be. Okay. Um, Dating culture. How where are you at with the dating culture? And I
I
can share where I'm at
think
too.
I think that first of all, I think that people's relationships need to stay off the internet because we have no idea what's really going on. We just know what they're posting.
Hmm.
we don't know if these people could really be having these beliefs, like the whole 50-50 thing. We have no idea if that's how they actually feel, if they're just saying this stuff because they know they're going to get a reaction.
Right.
I think that people's business should just be their business. And I don't think
Yeah.
we should be making debates and podcasts off of, oh, well, we don't like what she did or we don't like what they did. It's really not our business.
It's
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 not.
not. I agree. There would be like unless like the couple, okay, like this couple Josh and EC, I love them. They've been together for
Mm-hmm.
forever, and they recently got married like a year ago. But like their
Okay.
content is based on just really putting us onto what healthy Black love is, although they go through a lot, like
Mm.
realistically. And I think that's healthy. But like you said, with the people that are doing these podcasts, just trying to get reactions, I don't want to hear what y'all got to say. I really don't.
Right.
It's like I really don't. Yeah, I just think that it just depends on who it comes from because I love listening to healthy Black couples talk about stuff like that. But
Mm.
when it comes to the toxic folk, nah, I'm good.
See, I think that, because I don't even know who you're talking about. I think that those things should be broadcasted versus these people that
Yeah,
just be doing this toxic mess.
yeah, for real. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I Dating culture to me. Well, for me, I mean, I'm trying to find my man for real, for real. Like I'm done with the games that I'm playing. Like before, I feel like I really didn't know what I wanted. I'm like, oh, do I want to be in a relationship? Do I want to be casual? But now I'm like, no. Like I'm really ready to be serious. So like I've just been really letting the men know who I'm talking, like that approach me. Like, hey, I'm ready for something serious. If you're not, you got to go. And I
Right.
love that for me because I'm not being passive about it anymore. Like I used to be really passive
Yes.
about it. So
As you should.
yeah. So okay, okay. Um, hmm. I kind of wanted to dive into, well, just for a little bit, just for like a couple seconds, dive into spirituality for a second. Because okay, do you
Yes.
consider yourself spiritual?
I do.
Okay,
I
I
do.
figured, but I just wanted to make sure. I don't want to.
Yes.
Okay, so um, when did your spiritual journey start? Like when did you awaken? I would say.
Hmm. I feel like I've gone through many awakenings. Um,
Yeah,
my
honestly,
first.
yeah. My bad, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Nah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I have this. Remember, we do go through many awakenings. So let me rephrase. All through all of your awakenings, what awakening really transformed you?
Mm. Okay. So I'll say that I started my spiritual journey in 2021,
Okay.
but things didn't really get serious. Like shit didn't get real until like last year, 2020, like around this time, 2023. I was still
Hmm.
doing things that I knew weren't the best
Hmm.
for me. Engaging in habits I didn't really need to be doing, talking to people I didn't have my highest good in mind.
Yeah.
And I would just do these things. But I had a surgery around May last year.
Okay.
And I felt very isolated because I was like, I thought I
Hmm.
had so many friends. I thought I knew so many people, but I was like, nobody really came to check on me.
Oh
It
wow.
was, I was just like, where y'all at? And I
Hmm.
realized I depended on these people so heavy. I'm not saying that you shouldn't have support,
Yeah.
but I realized I wasn't my number one support system.
Okay.
And that was an issue.
I felt
So
that.
I really spent the rest of my recovery trying to be my own support system, even though it's good to have people in your corner, of course.
Yeah.
I
Definitely.
realized I can't have people in my corner for me. They got to be
Hmm.
there to help me, but they can't be my only source of support. But
Okay.
through that, I had a lot of shedding and
Hmm.
rebirths. Came out a couple months later looking like a brand new person, but like, what did you do?
Oh,
I'm like,
you said they said that your friends.
everybody was just like, what did you do this summer? Because I just
Mm,
feel like every May to August, I just working. I
mm.
come back because that's when we get out of school. So I'm like, I come
Yeah.
back in August and they all like, you look brand new, or did you lose weight or something, or
Oh,
just a
see.
whole bunch of things. I'm just
Yeah.
like, girl, I've been working, and that's what's been
Period.
going on.
Period. Okay. Honestly, I relate to that 100%. Like, I've started my journey back in, ooh, well, I got into spirituality back in either 2018 or 2019, but like my actual
Hmm.
awakenings didn't start until like the summer of 2022. But like last year was extremely transformative for me. Um, Karmic relationship. So that
Hmm.
really, well, karmic twin flame, it was a lot, but that really transformed me. So yeah, I feel you. I feel you. But anywho, I love that for you. I love it for you. So, as we're nearing the end of the episode, do you have any final, advice or thoughts for the listeners?
Um, as a nutrition major, I gotta say, um, incorporate a few vegetables, a few different colors even into your plate,
Mm-hmm.
into what you eat for the day. Um, it would benefit you a lot more than you know. Getting your vitamins, getting your minerals and things like that, even just if it's a little trace amount.
Right.
Yes. That's all I
Oh,
got.
okay. Go back. You're still talking. You're good. Okay, so you guys heard it here. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Join me next time in the next episode, and I will catch you guys next time. Right. Bye.